All right, this is lesson 3.6, which many of you missed, which is just converting things into slope-intercept form. So if we were to convert this equation into slope-intercept form, our whole goal is to get it to be y equals mx plus b. The reason we want that is because if it's like this, then we know our slope, we know our y-intercept, and we can graph it. When we graph it, things are just easy, okay? How do we do it? We need to isolate y. Once we've isolated y, then it's in slope-intercept form. So to do this one, I see here is my y. I need to move everything away from my y. So I need to move the 2x term to the other side by subtracting 2x from both sides. Now there's no more 2x, and we have y equals 3 minus 2x, which is great, but in slope-intercept form, the mx term comes first, so I'm just going to take this term and write it first. It's a negative term, so it'll stay negative. Positive term, stay positive. Okay. So then to do these two the exact same way, the goal is to isolate y. So to isolate y, I subtract the 4x term from both sides. You have y equals 7 minus 4x, but I want this in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to write the 4x term first. Negative 4x plus 7. Number 3, if I want it in slope-intercept form, I want to isolate y, so I need to actually add 3x to both sides. You're left with y equals 2 plus 3x. Rewrite it in actual slope-intercept form, so the x term comes first. Positive 3x plus 2. To move on to some guided practice, as you see, I've done the middle column already. I will do number 4 and number 6 for all of them. For this one, again, to convert it, you want to get y by itself. So right now the constant is next to it. So in order to get in slope-intercept form, I'm going to add, it's adding 6, so subtract 6 from both sides, just like we did the x term. We're left with y equals 1/2 x minus 6. Now that y is isolated, it is in slope-intercept form. For number 6, same goal. You want to isolate y, so you subtract 6 on both sides. You get y equals 3 over 8x minus 6. Since y is isolated, it is in slope-intercept form. For number 7, the goal is still the same. I want to isolate y, but right now this is 2 times y. So I'm going to divide by 2. And when I divide by 2, I'm going to divide every single term by 2. Divide every term by 2. This will leave me with y equals, this is a 1, so 1/2 x plus 8 divided by 2 is 4. Since y is by itself, it is in slope-intercept form. Next one, I want to isolate y, so I'm going to divide every single term by 5. You're left with y equals 2/5 x plus 10 divided by 5 is 2. Since y is isolated, it is in slope-intercept form. The last one, still want to isolate y. However, what you notice is there is a coefficient and a constant. We're going to move the constant first. You always move the constant or variable term first. 2y equals 3x minus 12. Your last step should always be division. Divide every term by 2. Y equals 3 over 2x minus 12 divided by 2 is 6. Last one, Same purpose. I want to isolate y. So I'm going to move the term, the variable term this time first. Subtract 5x from both sides. Just like we moved the constant. 3y equals 21 minus 5x. I need to isolate y by dividing by 3. Divide every single term by 3. Y equals 21 divided by 3 is 7. Negative 5 over 3x. I want to rewrite this in slope-intercept form, so I'll write this term first. Negative 5/3 x plus 7.